Harry martial arts training in this video. More knife Harry martial arts training. So get a phone holder. This we don't need. And if your hands are up there, they get a cut. So there's punching and then there's punch cutting. I like to use punch cutting techniques, which means I'm punching with the blade, using boxing, modern mechanics applied to knife fighting. So I'm punching the blade into the person. Don't try this at home. There's two ways to do it, the punch cutting. One way is to slide it on purpose like this, to slash like this. Another one is just to throw a straight attack. And then as I'm impacting with the blade, it slides off. I call it punch cutting. See? And it's very violent. Notice I practice from this distance. Just something nice. And this is the attack I'm using, down the center line. There's always something that's open for me to attack. If the head's up here, I can attack to the body. If in the middle, I can attack to the neck. If it's down here, I can attack to the legs. So there's always some part to attack. And these I don't like to do too much because it's a risk that the head will slide off, but these overhand attacks I like them too. And I'm using the reverse grip. It's good to vary your training, and sometimes the training is sometimes that. Right now focusing on this distance. 1, 2, and it's stab, punch cut, either to the face or to the neck, or another one to this. See, 1, 2, 1, 2, where it's punch, 2, with a hooking stab here to the side of the neck. Then I have to go lighter because I've already stabbed through the sheet. Through the tape that I repaired this with. So after repairing with this, I created a punch wound here, and the head started turning off, so I had to glue it and tape over. And here's one attack sequence, 1, 1, 2, where I'm punching to the face and then stabbing the neck like this. See, 1, 2. And now I practice delivering the same attack without the setup punch. Close the distance. Stab into the neck. This is the whip I'm using. Switch up more, here's another way to attack. If the hands are like this, look at this. See? This angle. See, this is more advanced. It's another way to be effective at stabbing into your opponent, even if they are doing a decent job defending. So here, if the hands are here, that can interfere with connecting with my hooking attacks. But still, if you get around the arm, see, if the hand is here, I can still stab to the neck around it, or in front of it. Now, if you pretend like this is going to stop the hooking attack, just him having his hands here, and stabbing the neck. Because it's not a hand fist, it's a blade that gives extra reach. If it's here, see, I could attack here, or in the middle. See here. To the neck. So from here, see? See? And I stab into the neck from the front, which will be in between the guard. Same if the guard is like this, I can stab to the small plexus here, to the bone or wherever. So from here, see here. See? Here. See, attacking in between the guard. And it can also be this. See here, under the breastplate, which is up towards the heart. Bang, slash off the face, snap into stab with his neck. 1, 2, 3. 1. Across the face, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. See? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And the 2 is a slash diagonal across the face. It can also be to the neck. So it's see here. See, 1, 2, 3. And from this position, if the person are coming up the head after being slashed across the face and stabbed in the neck, it can be here, either, or the leg, or the groin. Now here's one of the most useful techniques you can learn that takes some skill to master. But it's a creative way I figure out to attack with the knife. So it's from here, you see here. And it's upside down hand fisting basically, is how I could explain it. So from here, you might be expecting these attacks. See, these type of attacks. See? These type of attacks. Bang, 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 bang. These type of attacks, these angles. Now from here, this angle is more unexpected, where it's a high guard attacking from below. See? So from here, see, it's this. And it takes some practice to get a hold of it. But if you can master that technique, or at least get decent at it, it's a very effective technique to add to your arsenal knife fighting attack methods. So from here, see, once again, that. So from here, see, and it's like with the sheet, I'm still hitting hard enough to stab through like 6, 7, 8 layers of duct tape and into the dummy. So for this thing, I should go even lighter because I've already prepared it. So before the tape, practice it like this. I stabbed the hole through the dummy with the sheet. Then I glued it and taped over it, and now attacking, I end up stabbing through the tape. So I have to play this more. But basically, here's the attack. Now, if I would hold it like this, that makes that attack you would expect. If I would hold it, you know, high, too low. See? So this way, attack is reversible. More unexpected and hard to see coming. So if you start out with combos, bang, 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 and then suddenly I mix it and drop down here and attack here, here, or even out here. One, two, three. One. And the second one is the slash here. I call it punch cutting. So I prevent the wrong knife fighting martial arts that I'm teaching people. One of the most effective ways to attack with a knife is a reverse grip. And I don't have to figure out something. If you have a boxing base, you can use your boxing fundamental for knife fighting. So I've talked about this before, I can show it to you again. Here's a boxing one. Now, rather than going boxing two, punching to the fucking jaw, I'm punching the blade into the neck. See? So it's the same punch, better punch the knuckles straight into the jaw. Like this, I'm missing on purpose, we call it, punching to the side, and I'm punching the knife blade into the throat. It's the same technique as a boxing punch, only instead of punching straight here. See, instead of this, punching straight to the jaw, I'm punching to the side, missing on purpose, it's a boxing punch. Punching straight to the jaw, holding a knife, I'm punching the blade. See, so I call it punch cutting. It's using the same body mechanics as boxing. Grip. See, and I'm punching the blade, which means it's as if I punch to the jaw. Only I'm punching to the side to impact it with the blade. See? So I call that punch cutting. See? I'm punching the blade. And you will have the natural slide motion, you don't have to crave it. Yes, I can use this technique, like slide, like this. Connect, and then slide like this. See? I can do this, or I can just punch straight, and automatically the slide motion will happen. See? If I just throw an overhand, see, the slide happens automatically. I don't have to make the technique sliding turning. I can just focus on punching the blade, and the slide happens automatically. And if it's an overhand, kind of like this, the slide happens automatically. See? And that's a kick followed by a punch cut. So I call that punch cutting. And it's basically punching the blade like this into the opponent. So here's the blade, here's the grip that I'm using, the reverse grip, which is, I'd say, a grip that I use most of the time in training. Reverse grip. And with the reverse grip, what can I do? Punch cut. Also, another thing that matters to get better knife fighting is really knife fighting 1-2s, so natural 1-2s. So boxing 1-2, it's this. It's a natural 1-2 with the first punch. Sets up the second punch. Wait, one, bang, turns my body this way, which means I'm charged up from the attack, rotating back. See? So it's a natural sequence, it's a natural follow-up. Same with the knife fighting. It's, see, and notice what happens. You slide off. So the first attack, punch cut, if it's to the throat or to the face, see, it brings me to the side, more or less. And it could be, if my attack is light, it might just be a little bit to the side. But if you connect, you will slide off. So if you slash, you will slide, see? If you slash, you will slide. So the first attack sets up the second attack. So here I go. See? Notice I'm not trying to make this happen, but I'm charged up for a follow-up attack, see? So here, see? 1, 2. With the first attack, connecting, slides off to the side, okay? Step into a natural follow-up. So that's the big follow-up in drilling, 1-2 combinations, slash stab combos. Because you naturally have a slide to the side, and rather than going attack with a slash, go back to my guard, and then attack here, for example. It's like, here's where I would want to go to attack here, see? So if I want to attack to the liver, you might go here, you might go here, a boxer, and then explore up the liver shot. So if you're already down here, the natural way to attack, meaning if I would go overhand and end up here, see? And it's like I'm also trying to get this position to land an uppercut. No, like this, okay? So if the first attack is overhand, see, and end up down here. This looks similar to if I look at Woodrow Jr. or anybody else in boxing, with a dip down here and then throw to the body all the way up, see? So if I've already got it with the overhand, this position, hit or miss. The natural follow-up is that. So it's capitalizing both positions, and this way of attacking punch card from the reverse grip will create a slide. You slide off. See? And then the natural follow-up is returning with a stab. So it's slash stab, see? Slash stab. Because the first slash sets up the second stab. So it's a natural follow-up. Knife fighting 1-2s. Training yourself to attack with knife fighting 1-2s can make you incredibly more dangerous with knife fighting. So from this stance, this call, right down southpaw. Here. 1-2. See from here? 1-2. So it's a slash across the face or the neck, which brings me here. Capitalize on this newfound position to attack with a powerful stab to the left side of the body. His right, okay, his right. So from here, I end up over here, and I can be here too. See here, slit off the face there with the blade. And I'm here now. It could be here too, or all the way over here if I miss. End up over here, and I connect with the tip. Still a natural follow-up, and it could be he's shooting on me, but it's still a follow-up, moving my arm or my whole body in a stabbing motion back. See? So it's natural follow-up, building muscle memory, drilling combination attacks is part of my style knife fighting system. Knife fighting 1-2 is a big part of it. So it's 1-2, see? Punch cut, which slides off his face or neck, stab to the neck right after. So it's knife fighting 1-2s. And you can go a long way to drill a different 1-2 attack. So it can be 1-2, see? And the 1 was here, slash, then go to the side, and then 2 to the liver. It can be 1-2 still here, and then turning into this, see? But it's still 1-2 as a basic. And getting better at knife fighting, just drilling different knife fighting 1-2s can take you a long way, a really long way. That's a punch cut, it's pretty risky because if the sheep comes off, the sheep comes off. Very violent, where I launched that sequence with a kick here, and I crashed into this. Now I've been attacking the same thing from the same distance, and we're gonna get to mix it up a little bit. So here, so you notice this too. I can go here, dip down, and then punch up here, under the breastplate to the heart. Now, I can pretend it's going to do the takedown on me. Surprise takedown because I'm fighting Jeff. And I've been really knife fighting takedown defense. And I can show you some knife fighting takedown defense moves. So it's here. See here. This is defensive. This is knife fighting takedown defense. So if I attack up here, attack up here, suddenly somebody shoots on me, stab down. See? And then this other way, but from here, punch down in a sliding manner. So anything here will get punch cut, see? Slide off, and once again, there's twos that can follow the one. So knife fight takedown defense. See where it's the takedown, so we shoot the takedown. See, I punch down, cut his neck, whatever is on. When the takedown comes, here's one thing I can do. Or even if I just stay planted, just attack down here, or here, or here. See? This is also useful to the muscle memory for if you're the knife fighter and a person can use wrestling on you, drilling knife fighting takedown defense. So for me to do a takedown on him, I want to get down here. See? So either I'm gonna end up a takedown, I'm gonna end up here and lock behind his back, or even better behind his knees, his legs, or one of his legs. But no matter what, if I want to connect and lock body and do a takedown, I'm going to have to get close and down, okay? So it could be here, or it could be here, or it could be here, okay? Now still, you can see where my body is up and coming if I'm moving into the takedown. So, knife fighting self-defense, takedown defense, takedown defense. So you notice how very effective techniques where I can go here, see, hit the head, and notice how from here I'm doing this, so it starts here, which means anything here, an arm that's reaching, getting cut, a neck, other arm, see, there's this whole angle here, see, so here's one knife fighting takedown defense move. So see there, beautiful. See here. See there. And notice how I turn back. Since my timing is off, there's another one right after, and I'm increasing the distance. So now we're getting into knife fighting takedown defense. Sprawling, stuffing takedowns, only using your knife. So from here too. See? So obviously just stab down. So from this high guard here. See here? Then ultimately I want to move my lower body weight because it's going for my lower body to try to get control of it. See? It depends on if I can see it coming or not. But if it's Jeff's chair, it's resting. You know, back up and just try to take up. See, and notice here, I can come here. So knife fighting takedown defense. And that's a different way to do it. So here, so you notice there. So if the person is moving down, we can stab. There's many ways to skin a cat. So here, I show you a few of my knife fighting takedown defense moves there. So it's here, and you have to think. I wouldn't have to explain this to somebody like Charles Southern. He understands how a takedown would be moving and where it would be. Like if I'm here, and then what I'm doing when I saw the attack is drilling for stuffing a takedown. So it's knife fighting takedown defense. So I don't have to explain, meaning a person that's on my training is not a loser, hater, be like myself fighting goals for this. a person who's a wrestler that sees me do shadow box, they be able to figure out, oh, he's doing knife fighting takedown defense, he's practicing stuffing takedowns. But if you're an idiot and you don't have any fighting experience or knowledge, you won't understand if I'm shadow boxing. Let me see you doing this. See? Here. You see here. See here. See? So now you know. And you can practice that in shadow boxing. We practice that here. And that's 3, and I go, and that's a twice again. And you can just build this on a line, back and forth. Go here. And that's now incorporating a more skilled martial artist that attacks to the head with a punch to set up the takedown. So it's reacting to the first imaginary attack and then being surprised by the takedown that I have to quickly respond to. See? So a trained MMA fighter to set up a takedown might fade to the head first or throw a punch to the head first. And then I'm caught by surprise after dodging this, making miss. Oh, it's just a fake. Oh, guy's shooting on me. And quickly after dodging the punch, the real attack comes and I practice response to the real attack. So I'm really, you can even do that too. Now, if this is more advanced, this is as if you know that what he's doing. So it's like, oh, he's shoot to the head. I'm moving back. And so this attack in case right after he lost the takedown as the knife sweeps to the air. Now I'm still here ready to respond to takedown against it. So the first attack, takedown defense, knife and takedown defense. So here's one way to do it. So this is knife and takedown defense. See here. See, here's how I move with this whip. See here, and notice how I go, if I miss the timing and now he connects, do you understand? If my timing is off, once again, the beauty and effectiveness of knife fighting 1-2 training, where the takedown, I'm too fast, I miss it, he connects with his head, he's doing the takedown, go for my next cut, his neck or his back with the second follow attack. So it's the first attack, hit or miss, sets up the second attack. So his knife fighting, takedown defense. And we will play around a little bit. So from here I can also do this, see here, move my leg out of the way, that could be a single leg. I can see him going for the single leg on the left, and he can try to catch my right if he wants to, because I'm looking to catch him with stabs as he's going for my right leg. And like I was going for a single leg on that side, and I had to switch and flow into another single leg or some other takedown. So here, see here, and anything going for this leg can be attacked. Here's another one. I'll show you a sequence. This is an attack sequence. This is now not defensive. This is offensive. This is close to the distance. Okay, here. See, there. And that's a sequence where it's a kick, overhand right, punch cut to the face, and then whatever else I'm doing. See here. And that's the sequence where it's here. And it's a natural flow movement again, where it's attacking up, attacking down, right side of the body. See here. Now we practice more kicks with the knife. Build that sequence more. Beautiful. Drill the 1 to 3 sequence more. And that's another one where I'm exploring in lining that one time. This could be a palm track where I'm landing a punch to the face. It could be a punch, but the main thing is lining brown and flying through the stab to your stomach. Surprise, a different angle. So if I come at like this, you don't know where it's going to be. It could be this. See, it could be this. It could be this. It could be all kinds of stuff. It could also be this. See, where it's a reverse attack there. And that's the punch cut there. The second one. Now, some of these punch cuts I'm hitting with the knuckles because I don't want to pull the piece off my finger. I was smart enough to wake up, to poke the bear, wake up my aggression energy. And now he's gonna feel it. It's a dummy. But if I pretend you want to take it. Notice the 1-2 step that we talk about. So it's here. See? And that 2 there was to the neck, severing a carotid artery. Another thing you can do that I can teach about knife fighting martial arts. It sounds like a fake martial arts techniques where it's like this one attack can kill somebody, just like understand. But this one move technique can kill a person. Now, you're more likely to pull that off with a bigger blade, okay? So with this here, this is one of these techniques, if you land this technique once, it can kill a person. Punch cut, see, this knife here, punch cut to the throat, here, see. If you think about that does, carotid artery, windpipe, see. So if you're powerful enough, athletic enough, and you connect here and cut through, you can sever both carotid arteries and the windpipe in one attack. If you're physically powerful enough, okay. So it's not slice slightly, but it's the 1-2 to the neck. And once again, training helps to pull this off and capitalize opportunity where the guy's chin is up, understand? And drilling, connecting to the neck at this distance. So it's like, once again, training. It's not just you get the concept by hearing someone say something you can do, and it's I'm ready to do. You have to drill it, okay, to be realistically improved in your ability. So this here, and it can be from here, see here. And a lot of these attacks are for the neck, see. And even if it's slightly tactic is to get under there. Now this is one of these techniques that landing this once can kill the person and make their death a certainty. Meaning you land this technique once, it's a one landed this fight finisher, okay? So this punch cut to the throat, see here, that can end the person. Because if it hits straight, it's cutting the carotid artery. See, if you just punch cutting, enough power, see. So notice that this is a rubber training knife, okay? So it's like that, it might look crazy, but this is like a toothbrush in terms of how dangerous it is, or lack thereof, how not dangerous it is. So here, punch cut, if it's a straight punch cut, okay, here, still can reach this carotid artery, save the windpipe, and with the forward momentum, if you're a hard puncher, you can cut the second one too, with one frontal straight attack. I will show it to you on the dummy here. See here, here's the punch cut, first person view. Here, see?
reverse grip, and this goes back to the fundamentals where the first things I've been teaching people when I've been talking about like spending 3 hours Mike style knife fighting coaching and teaching knife fighting, it's like I start with the grips and things like this. Because the fundamental is like how to make a fist, understand? To be able to, it's like if I was a boxing coach, I gotta teach my power overhand right, which has knockout potential. It's like if you don't know how to make a fist, you're gonna break your hand like more certainly, okay? So it's like the basics of the basics is this. I have this grip here, the reverse grip here. Here, look at this, here. And then I'm going from this, no guard, hip guard. See there, that's a punch cut, see? So here, see here, connecting here, if I make it straight, here, see? See here, if I make it straight, what do you think will happen? If do you understand? A powerful attack like here. So it can be from here, if the neck is available, it can punch through and get this one punch cut, can sever this corridor, this windpipe, and this corridor. See, from any angle. So here, punch cut through. Now because it's not a blade and it's not cutting through, it's sliding more. But here, say from the front here, see here, pushing forward, it can cut the corridor on the right side, the windpipe, and this on the left side. So it's one of these attacks that had a potential to end your opponent in one move. That one, you land this once, it can finish a person. I'll show you once again with the training right now. The knife fighting 1, 2. No, the punch cut. Do a few punch cuts. And if you're a man with God-given punching power like Mike Tyson, and you have the skill, the knife fighting skill, these attacks are more dangerous. So here, see there, that's a punch cut. Here's a punch cut from here. See here. And if that was a sharp knife into the neck, it will create a serious injury. See, and then I'm moving through where I'm cutting with my whole body a lot of times, which is like sword fighting, where I'm a power fighter, meaning my fighting style, knife fighting martial arts, is based off of speed and power. Meaning I like to make things powerful. And I know that some people I've seen on YouTube, Filipinos, they have more like this type of style, where it's like quick little flicks of the wrist and like figure eights and like things like this. Whereas I'm more focused on power, understand? And attacking straight lines with a lot of power. It's like a power fighting style, more so than nimble and like figure eights. It's more bang, 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 and I'm making things powerful. Why does that make sense? Because if my stabs are landing to your arm, your rib cage, I have enough power, strong enough for a grip to punch through your rib cage into your lung, into your heart, into your liver. So if I just go like this, tap, tap, tap to the rib cage, or I'm really attached to the liver from this position here. Okay. Now, if one of these little tap, tap, baby taps hits the rib cage and not the opening to the liver, is stopped by the rib cage. Whereas if I'm hitting like this, that can break the rib cage. Okay? It's not power. Then it breaks the rib cage, slides through the rib cage into the line, or the liver, or elsewhere. So I favor power over other things. Now, figure out something else. Mix it up a little bit. What's the right angle for showing the whole sequence? Distance closing. We can do it from here. Close it at distance.
here, and that's about the 3 sequence I like to practice sometimes. So from here, see, there's a kick, that in this time was a goal kick, it can also be to the leg. It can also be a T, but it's like I'm pulling kick. See, and that's kind of exciting, but 1, 2, 3. So from here, it could be just 1, 2. I like to do it like this. 1. See, 1, 2, 3. See, 1, 2, 3. I'll take a short break here. Just so I can see more. Hydrate a little bit. It's a training knife. It will stop being a training knife. Now, see. You gotta get blocked. There's always cyberstalking, gangstalks in the chat. I'm a target video. I'm a target of gangstalker target videos, and part of the targeting is cyberstalking. A lot of people show up in my chat attacking me. They pay to hate gangstalking trolls. Do I get the run-of-the-mill insecure, envious people that see a guy who's out here doing things and it makes them feel bad and they want to hate on me? It's like a guy being athletic on camera and they're unathletic and soft. And it's like they feel bad because they see a person looking and doing better than them. Yeah, of course I have run-of-the-mill, what I refer to as organic haters. But a lot of haters that get on my channel pay to gangstalking trolls that work for the gangstalking program that has worked to destroy my life for more than a decade, 10 plus years. So I'm a target video, I'm target with gangstalker target videos. I've been target for more than a decade with gangstalking. A big part of the target is cyberstalking. Now I've been channeling a lot of my anger. How are you targeted if you're targeting video? You're targeted by flying monkeys. If you're targeting video, you're being targeted with gangstalking, which is what? There's people being recruited to be flying monkeys. Gangstalker target videos is real, most online tales are not. So gangstalker is a program uses smear campaigns to recruit people to target you, mostly with so-called narcissistic dog abuse tactics, which means there'll be somebody in the room or in the supermarket, wherever you are as a target, and there's a flying monkey there, and there's going to be more than one. They want to be more than one. And they will be targeted with narcissistic abuse, subtle, covert abuse. That's how you get targeted. You get targeted by flying monkeys in the room doing narcissistic abuse on you, covert abuse. Every time a target goes to the supermarket, there's people in the supermarket, more than 3, that are there because the target went shopping and they got sent there by the gangstalking program to be in the supermarket and target the target with narcissistic dog abuse tactics. So what does narcissistic dog abuse tactics mean? It means there's narcissistic abuse delivered to you in subtle ways that other people can't notice, but you notice. So you will have the end effect of feeling narcissistically abused while it being hard to prove. So it's like they're targeting you with narcissistic abuse in ways that are so subtle that other people can't tell. If they're seeing the flying monkey being around you as a target video, they can't tell. And I can make sense of that. It's like, that's crazy. No, there's different ways to do that. So what are some narcissistic dog abuse tactics? Well, it could be you watch a video in the morning and then you're on a flying monkey 2 hours later and they will reference something that you watch on YouTube as a way to abuse you and be like, oh yeah, they're flying monkey and they got told by the handler to comment on my recent private activities, see? And if you miss the puzzle piece, you can't see it, see? So it's like, let's say I have a hater come into my, I can explain the narcissistic dog abuse tactics. Let's say I have a hater coming here. It's like, Mike, overhead attacks, suck a knife out or something like this. And then the next time I go to the supermarket, I got a flying monkey using the word overhand.
So to just remind, oh, here's another flying monkey. The first time was sent to my chat to say that what I'm doing sucks, and then next time I'm around the flying monkey, they will use something subtle about overhand to be like, oh yeah, they reminded me this. The program is like, your overhand attacks are not good, Mike. You suck, something like that. That it can be that subtle. So the missing puzzle piece is what makes it hard to for other people to see the target. So it's very disgusting and cowardly how they target you. It's very disgusting and cowardly because they target you in ways that are so subtle. And what they're doing is like they're hoping if the target lashes out as a perp that was doing narcissistic abuse to them in the room, they'd be like, oh, Mike was just attacked a person unprovoked. What an asshole, like a bad look. He just attacked somebody for no good reason. He's the aggressor because people can't see the covert aggression being attacked. I was attacked with leading up to that right before because it's so subtle. Okay. Meaning, like, how could if I go, fuck you, perp, or something like this, and then be like, oh, this guy's paranoid, call me a fucking perp, because they can't see the narcissistic dog abuse tactics they were doing leading up to that. So that's how gang stalking works, explain it too. And I gotta keep working to expose gang stalking videos, keep making videos about this, and that will have an effect, definitely. I will keep making videos, streaming, talk about gang stalking, get a word about gang stalking, and reach a lot of people with my videos about that. Yeah, so targets of gang stalk are targeted with narcissistic dog abuse tactics by flying monkeys. That's just one of the ways they attack you. It's not the only way. They attack you physically too. So me, I'm a Christian boy. I'm not a person like Edward P.F. is like a wannabe warrior. He's like thinks he's tough because he went to basic training in the Marines as a young man. It's like he thinks he's a tough guy. Hasn't seen a day of combat in his life. He's like all he got is basic training and never saw combat. My life has been a war. I'm a veteran. I'm a Christian who's been persecuted. I've been taught with warfare, daily psychological warfare for years, chemical warfare. I've been shot with weapons. I have a war wound. I have a permanent numb spot in my right calf from being shot in the leg with a dart gun, one of the perps. So now we're getting into some of the ways I've been attacked physically by the program. It's happened when I'm out in public and the program has a flying monkey spray a chemical on me when I'm outside. They have like spy gadgets where they hold something in their hand and walk past and they spray something on it. Or they shoot them with a dart gun. So I've been shot with a dart gun before by the program. Another way to attack me is to use chemicals I'm allergic to. I have MCAS, multiple chemical acquired sensitivity. So after many years of thought, I got a health problem. Many years of chemical warfare by the program and psychological warfare. And being poisoned, I told her physically, psychologically. I got a health problem. I got allergic to chemicals. Another program uses chemicals to attack me physically. But they will have the perps told to spray perfume on themselves because their hand knows I'm allergic to it before they're going to get to where I am. So as a subtle way to target me physically. Another way I've been targeted physically with chemical warfare is they will put chemicals inside my packages. They'll intercept packages in the mail like an Amazon package and put perfume inside of it. So when I open it, there's perfume in it that I'm allergic to. So these are some of the physical target tactics. Another way I've been attacked physically by the program is they got a dentist to give me a tooth infection in the dental chair. That's what I believe. They got a dentist to poke a hole in my tooth. So yeah, gang stalk is real. And I gotta keep working to resist it. And to the point, part of how I deal with this cowardly targeting, narcissistic always abuse tactics and flying monkeys is I channel my anger. I mean, if I'm biting my tongue and like holding back aggression in the moment, I'm not a flying monkey. And it might be like I feel aggression. It's like they start doing narcissistic always abuse tactics and I feel aggression, like a fire start to wallow up inside of me. And I'm not acting on it, I'm containing it, I'm holding myself back, I'm controlling myself. I can feel that I'm in the room, this flying monkey start targeting me and I'm feeling like getting aggressive with them, but I hold
back and I don't get aggressive. Later on, I channel that aggressive energy into streams like this, training martial arts and lifting weights and things like this, or making videos where to expose gang stalking to the public. So whatever I'm doing, I get worried about gang stalking. So yeah, I got some chores to do. I gotta take off my clothes to the washing machine. If you go check my channel if you're interested in knife fighting martial arts. I made a video before about the reality of knife fighting. I was playing videos from another YouTube channel where they were having pro martial artists inside of a cage with a knife attacker and looking at how they were able to perform. So it's important to stay reality focused in your training. If you're training combat martial arts, that you stay in reality, don't fall for these pitfalls. And people that are, the more untrained and unexperienced you are with violence, the more likely you are to fall for ridiculous, stupid stuff, understand? And like people that work with false sense of security. There's a lot of that on YouTube, where it's like, I see videos show up and it's like, some Filipino knife fighting martial arts instructor be like, you will get cut, you will get hurt, it's bullshit. And then it's like, yeah, I saw the concept with a knife, just block it like this, and get him on the ground, knee him in the face, boom, it's over, okay? And it's like, it's giving people a false sense of security. It's like, oh, I watched this video, and now if someone comes up with a knife, it's like, I can disarm them and I feel safe, understand? So, the reality of knife fighting is, if you're in a room with somebody that comes out with a weapon, you're unlikely to survive it, understand, first of all. So now we're getting into the reality once again. So if you're against somebody who's an untrained knife attacker, okay, and of average athleticism, and that they come at you with a knife, you're likely to get stabbed and slashed, understand? And you're unlikely to meaning if you're in a room with somebody, they have a knife in their hand, intend to do you harm, and they're attacking you, you're unlikely to survive it, okay? You're about as likely to survive it as unlikely, meaning it's around 50% chance that you'll die from being attacked with a knife. If you're surviving the attack, you're unlikely to survive it unharmed, meaning you're likely, if you pass the first block, you survive, you don't die from the knife attack, you're unlikely to make it out of the situation without lasting permanent damage to your body, which could be an eye that's missing, or a scar across your face forever, or a finger or two missing, an amputated limb, like losing an arm or a leg, and things like this. So, unfortunately, a lot of people can't think well. So it's like, if you can think, you can help other people by sharing a little bit of the output of your thinking able brain. That's the point. If this video that I watched before, pro martial artist stop a knife attacker, they were counting the hits, and what they had to be aware of is, if a person is, the hits in real life are not just a scoreboard where a judge is counting, he landed 6 times, okay? Every hit does something. Every time the person gets hit in the chest, there's blood loss. There might be an organ that's punctured. So if you look at the knife locked, martial arts locked with knife attacker, and the person, the close the distance knife attacker starts launching attacks, and it's like 6, 7, and 8 times he's landed, okay? Now, in real life, like the one time he got stabbed in the torso, that's a lung puncture, okay? His lung just got punctured, or that stab went into the liver. And a punch to the liver can drop a person. Now, what's worse is a stab to the liver. So you have to think about the effect. There's not just a scorecard. So this applied to real life. What would these 7 deadly attacks be doing to the person? They might not get to a point where they're able to do a takedown later on, say. Do you understand? Or land punches. Because if the first attack is a stab to the bicep, that this arm might not be working that well, or not at all. They might not be able to raise it up here. They might not be able to throw punches with the arm that got landed to once after that. Understand? They might not be able to do wrestling anymore. They've been stabbed here. If they got stabbed here, there might be a punctured lung or a punctured liver. And the punctured liver is actually somebody keeping score. It would be like the person will drop to the ground because he got stabbed in the liver. Okay. Now, if it's a stab, they get through the rib cage into the lung, they have a punctured lung now, and they're not going to be as explosive and dynamic and doing takedowns and keep wrestling and defending things and work for a submission move because they have like a punctured lung and they have a punctured lung that fill up with blood quickly. Okay. And if there's a slash to the neck, that's a carotid artery that's open. And one of the facts is if you have one carotid artery severed, if left unattended, you lose consciousness within 90 seconds, which means if you're fighting somebody, they're able to stab or slash in a way that your carotid artery on one side is open. That left unattended, you lose consciousness within 90 seconds. It's like a timer that ticks. Like if you're here now, you're punching and wrestling and stuff, within 90 seconds, you go out. And it's not like, so that's a fact to remember, meaning research this. And part of growing as a martial artist, knife fighting martial artist, is understanding generally fighting. So it's like with gunfighting, it's shot placement and things like this. Okay, center of mass and hitting, where to hit and things like this. So people that train self-defense with guns are not typically training to shoot like the arms or the legs, okay? Where that's one of the most common places for Swedes to get shot by cops is they will shoot you in the leg, you understand? And that's part of like most statistically, a lot of people getting shot by the cops in Sweden get shot in the lower extremities, like the legs. But that's part of like the training. Where it's like a lot of times if there's a person who's like drunk on drugs out in public with a machete and the cops get called and they show up there, they go like drop the weapon, drop the weapon, drop the weapon. They might shoot one warning shot or something like this. But if the person is far away, if they're gonna shoot, they shoot to the leg, understand? And if the person is still coming at them, eventually might get, if they get close enough after being shot in the legs repeatedly, like close to the distance towards the cops, then they might get shot fatally. Okay, so that's the point. Now, typically for CCW, they don't train shooting to the arms and legs and things like this. That's the point. So, if you get part of understanding it is effect of like shot placement, knife placement, and what a good target zone. So the neck is a good target zone, the stomach is a good target zone, and upward angle. So I've taught that too as a target zone, meaning a target zone, a good target zone to hit with your knife is to attack in an upward angle like this, around the belly button. See, so that's the target zone. I'll show you some more target zones.
So this is also part of the drilling, where I haven't just been training connecting, period, like checking balls and touching the ball with my knife. I'm actually training connecting effectively. So here, show you some target zones, nice target zones. The neck, where you have a windpipe, carotid artery on each side. So attacking to the neck with slashes and stabs is good. See, attacking to the neck. Now another target zone is here. See this attack, or with this grip, it's this attack. Now you weren't seeing that because we're gonna have to invert it here. So here, target zones. A lot of the attacks, good target zones, is to the neck. See, because you have a carotid artery on each side of the windpipe. See, so attacking to the neck, or with this grip. Here. So basically attack to the neck. That's a target zone. See here, or with this grip. See, and that's a punch cutting here. What's another target zone? This here, either with this grip or with this. Here, see, here, this angle. And we're gonna focus more on that, like the target zone, teaching the target zone. So here, you have a breastplate, a sternum bone. It's often called a sternum rub. Now, here you have a sternum bone. So if I'm gonna attack, your heart is in this area. And this is the aorta, major blood vessels coming to and from the heart. So the heart is generally in this area. Now here you have a bone, you have bone armor here. So if I want to get to the general heart area, I'm not going to try to stab straight. So my training is not attacking to this part of the torso, this target zone, like this, see? Because I'm going to hit bone, and I'm less likely to penetrate that bone and get through. See here, this is sternum. Here. This is sternum bone. In the end, here is not bone anymore, but up here is bone. So if I'm attacking to the heart area, I'm not attacking here, see? Here. How I'm attacking is in an upward angle here. And how I taught this before, you imagine a circle around the belly button. And you could imagine it as an oval if you wanted to, okay, that ends at the belly button. But roughly, you can imagine a hand over the belly button as a rough general target zone to enter with your blade. So here, from here, attacking to the belly button area at an upward angle, I can enter here and then slide under the breastplate into that area without trying to, understand? So with this attack, see here, goes into the body, it's traveling upward, it can reach the heart. So that's a good target zone for knife fighting attacks. Here, see here, 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 at an upward angle, uppercut stabs here. And the longer the knife is, the easier it is to reach this area. But as a general rough target zone, this area, like a circle around the belly button. And if you want to be even more precise, you can go an oval that ends at the belly button. The bottom of the belly button. So here's the target zone, the neck. Here's another target zone for upward stabs to the torso. Here's another target zone, the liver. And then here too. So attacking to the body with hooking attacks, I'm looking to attack under the rib cage. And you have lungs on each side here and the liver here. So I'm not attacking to the rib cage, aiming for the rib cage. I'm attacking under the rib cage. And even if I hit the rib cage, my attacks are aimed to be hard enough to be able to crash through the rib cage and get into the lung there. So it's, see here, I might be aiming here, but if the person's body is moving end up here, I'm hitting hard enough to where I have a chance to break the rib cage and get into the lung, see?